We have a $200 donation from Corinth. Greetings from the Rocket City. Thanks to everyone running for supporting such a great cause, as well as making my midnight shifts much more enjoyable this week. Got to get that 100% Chrono Trigger run to finish off an awesome week.
mics are on now.
I don't know.
So.
Hello?
Hello, testing,
Hello?
testing.
Words?
Nice. I think we're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah. I can't hear game audio through here at all, though.
Like. Oh,
Got it. Mm-hmm.
like that?
Can you turn up a little bit? Just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
Game audio sounds good.
Yeah, game on. It's a little quiet, but it's pretty
It's
good.
perfect.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good.
It's fine.
What? Barely, but we can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot
a
better.
lot better.
10 times better, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, hi, hi.
Like the
Hi.
commentary and stuff.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi, Kale. Hey,
Hey,
Tina
what's
Turner.
up?
Hey, Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
that
can
sounds
hear each
really
other.
good.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Sounds good.
You're good?
We're good.
We're good.
Ready to go whenever I am? Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Okay. So timer will begin when I actually hit the escape button. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool.
So my name's thenitnat. I'm running Castle of Illusion HG. This is the 2013 remake of the original Genesis game. As you can see, it's basically just an HD remake. Nothing too special. I'm already collecting gems, so I'm going to need 15 gems in order to open the first world. Couch can do a roll call.
Oh, sure. Let's do it from the right.
I am Ninja Shifter.
I'm Gamer Domi.
And I am Raisefire.
Perfect. So this is the castle where everything takes place. All these doors are different worlds. It's just a little preview for y'all. So I'm going to go around and collect these gems, and I'm going to go in the first door. So I'm going to need 320 gems to open the last door because this is any percent, so you don't need to collect every single gem. And we're going to the first world, which is Forest. Every single world's a bit different, has a different theme to it. And sometimes actually getting injured in this world is actually better because you actually get move faster and you're invincible for a bit. Speed running strats right there. That guy in the background is going to be your first boss. You'll see him in a little bit after this. As you can see, I'm going to get injured a lot here. Just move through this level a bit fast. Those little stars that I'm collecting on the way, those are your health. So once all 5 of them do disappear, you do lose a life. Those little heads underneath Mickey's face are the lives. So once you lose 4, that's game over. Game over doesn't really mean rip run. You're just going to have a really, really, really long run. So this right here, basically you don't have to do. Most runners can actually do a thing called tree skip, which I can't do. And it basically avoids half the level. It's some time save, but you're also missing some gems. So this way I'm also collecting extra gems, so it equals out.
Now, the reason you go for this skip is because of the version difference, right? Because you play on Mac normally, and I believe that
Yeah.
skip is patched, so you're not
It's
able to go for
basically
it.
close to impossible. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna face my first mini boss. They're like in-level bosses. A giant apple. As you can see, I'm also having those 11 red things. Those are apples. You actually do throw apples. So why this apple is giant, we don't know. But this apple actually will come back later in the game. This part of the game is actually the only place you don't really want to jump the whole game through. Running is actually faster. Everything else you want to jump as fast as possible because that's faster movement. And I'm just going to jump over this little ledge right here. And that's the first part of forest.
Cool.
So the next part's basically playing on the same concept, except there's more ghouls, as I should say. You get introduced to the first version of their scary enemies, the ghosts. The blue ghosts you can actually jump on. They usually have like a plank on them so you can jump right on them. The red ones you want to avoid at all costs because you just fall right through them. Down here is just some extra gems. Most runners of this game don't come down here to get the gems. I do because it's actually easier to collect some gems right there. I'm just going to jump all the way up here. And go over here. There are some gems hidden throughout the levels as well. Most people don't actually realize them unless they're trying to like 100% this game.
I believe
you
you
can
only
see.
need 320 gems,
Yep.
right? But there's 480 in the game, so since this is an 8%, you just need to reach the bare minimum and then move on.
Yeah, you just need to reach the bare minimum and we're all good. After we reach the last level, which is Castle, before the big boss, you don't really need to collect any more gems. So that lady in the background, she is the big boss at the end, Miserable. We'll be playing her castle later. The whole concept of this game is to actually win back Minnie Mouse. She stole her for her youth and her beauty. These vines, they have a designated path, so they come back every single time the same exact place. So they're really easy to navigate through. And we're about to face our first boss. So most of the bosses in this game don't have official names yet. But I like to think of this guy as a Lorax tree man. He kind of looks like the Lorax a little bit, but a wooden form. And he kind of sort of has a butt problem. You'll see in a second. So you're just going to jump over him the first time. He's going to do the same exact attack again. Basically, in order to beat any of the bosses in this game, you just have to give him a slight concussion. And now he's going to pound his butt on the ground. And you're just going to jump over him and bonk him on the head again. And he's going to do the same exact attack again. Jump over him one more time. Bonk him on the head. And now he's going to dart at you. So you're just going to duck and then jump over him. The bosses in this game are super duper easy. It's also easy to lose health, but things happen. Then you're going to grab the gem, and you're done with forest.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job.
So in order to collect to unlock the next door, you have to have 80 gems. As you can see, I'm way ahead of that. It's better to be way ahead of that because just in case at the end of the run you don't have 320 gems to unlock the next room in the castle, you should be ahead. There's also gems throughout the castle just in case you're not there. So this is Toyland. It's one of my favorite levels in this game. And when I was actually learning this game, it took me over 2 weeks to learn just because of Toyland. It's not really that difficult. It's just memorizing where some things are. Just going to jump over this. There's going to be some more soldiers coming down. And you're going to go into like another void. You don't really need to do this for any percent. There's just more gems. At the end, there's like another life. So you just jump down. You don't have to do it all. Doesn't hurt you. Jump over the soldier. And we're going to head all the way up to the top of the level. We're going to jump on the clown's head, grab the extra life, wait a second, and then jump on the soldier. Go up here. It saves you a second right there. Jump on the planes. It's all just routing right here, honestly. So it's nothing too difficult.
We have a $10 donation from Fingers to Hand. Don't forget to hold left, thenitnat.
We're going to go up here and grab the key. And then the next part of the level is just running down. The level does change a little bit, but you're just running and collecting more gems, honestly. Straight down. After a while, you'll actually learn like the path of the gems, so you actually know right where you can jump and like land and get them all. All good there. And we're all good. So we're going to go on to the next Toyland. So this part's mainly enemy-based. You're just basically jumping over things. Jump on the top of the clown, jump on top of the soldier, and then you get the 3 gems right there really easily. Right there, I was just using my invincibility right there just to get through them easily. If there's any donations, feel free to read them right now.
All right, we have a $50 donation from Eraserize. This is a test of the emergency Raise Fox system. Just kidding. Put this money towards saving the animals. Good luck on the run, thenitnat. We're so proud of you. Love the Racefire community. We have a $15 donation from Poggington Jones. You thought I would miss this for the world? Now that would be a castle of delusion. Put this towards saving the animals. I don't know. I guess all this Disney goodwill is thawing my frozen husk of a heart.
So right now, I'm actually just going over all these enemies. They're really easy to like get the pattern through. And I'm gonna go over this checkerboard. It has a pattern where you're supposed to follow. You can see it in the mirror. I still jump through it. It's fine. And it's simple as that.
Nice.
And then right here, you're actually just going to run straight down. Collect these gems, and then you're going to be done with this part of Toyland. The exit signs honestly remind me of Winnie the Pooh as well. They have the same font and writing. So we're about to face the next boss. He's kind of creepy, so people who are clown sensitive, be careful. So this is the Jackbox Man. Once again, he doesn't have an official name, so we just call him that. He has 5 different attacks. They're all very similar to each other. So right now we're just avoiding him as much as possible. We're going to go all the way to the end, duck, and he's going to touch your butt. No, he's not. He's going to hit himself in the head. Sometimes you can actually jump through his head when you're trying to bonk him on the head as well. It doesn't really do anything for you or him. It doesn't give you any damage, but it just wastes some time. So you just pray it doesn't happen. He's going to do this again. Hit himself in the head. Jump on his head one more time. See, that's what I was talking about. You just jump through his head. Doesn't do a thing. Now he's going to spin at you. All you have to do is avoid him. Easy peasy. The springs basically can fall wherever they feel. You just hope you don't just jump through them anytime. So this time it's going to stop about halfway, and it's going to turn the other way. After a while, this is heard by the music when it's going to stop. Bonk him on the head. And then the last one, he's going to kind of dart at you and shoot an electricity beam. Just jump over it. It's really simple. I like to keep him in the same general area just so I can keep track of him. His shadow just tells you where he's going to land. Go all the way over. Duck. He's going to try to touch your booty one more time. And then you just jump on his head.
Nice.
Nice, that was a good boss fight.
Yep.
Boss fight.
And you're going to grab the gem, and that's the end of that boss fight.
Nice.
So we're done with Toyland now. So we're going to go this way. We're going to go up to the next world called Storm. Storm is a very Indiana Jones-esque level. Like Toyland, it's completely different. I just did a skip right there. Saves about 10 seconds. Nothing really too fancy. You're just jumping. You're purposely meant to fall down there too as well, just to get to the next part of the level. As you can see, it's very Indiana Jones-esque. And these 3 pegs are the same 3 pegs every single time, so it's nothing RNG based. You can hit them anytime you want as well. You want to avoid getting like thrown down by the water at all costs, because it does basically throw you all the way down. Sometimes there's actually not like pile at the bottom where you can land.
And this water is on a cycle, right? So it's like, it's on a timer.
Yeah, it's on a timer. So every so often it'll actually come. You can actually see like a trickle of water come like right there before it's coming down.
Yeah, so you can be prepared for it before it actually comes.
Yes. Right. Just gonna jump on this bat. Go over here, grab those gems, and we're gonna go this way. This is basically like another chase sequence without anything even following you. And these waters coming down right now are on a sequence. So you'll see like there are certain gems you get on the way. So you're avoiding getting pushed down by the water.
Nice.
Nice.
And that's the first burst storm. Storm 2 is basically mainly water-based. We're just going to go over here. Try to avoid at all costs getting swept away by the water. Jump down here. Grab that gem. You will actually hear some popping sounds in a second. Like right there. That's actually the bat drowning. Which is kind of violent for a Disney game, but... Just going to go over here, grab these gems. I should also note there are some gems before. After the first platform, there's a bunch of gems that are above. A lot of the runners actually go up there and grab gems. My routing is different than most people, so I don't grab them. I grab them from down here. And right here is basically some free gems. So collect as many of them as you can, basically. I always like to have either 30 or 31 by this point, just so I'm on top of my jump count. Because by the end of the run, if you don't have 320, it's rip run. So you want to have as many gems as possible. I stand right there just to avoid falling. And it saves about 2 seconds when everything's triggering. Gonna go up here, collect as many gems as possible. And we're gonna go straight down here. Avoid the bat, and we're gonna swim all the way up. I like to do this in 2 cycles. It is possible to do it in 1. But this way you get a little bit more extra gems. There are some extra gems on the top of this level as well. But I just choose not to collect them because I have a different route. So this is the next boss. These are the sea monkey men. They're green, they're big. Sea monkeys are really small in normal life, but it's a Disney game. So as you can see, there's only 1 right now. So once you give this guy a slight concussion, they're gonna send out 2 and then 3. They're gonna basically come at you like 1 at a time. Only time they'll actually come at you in like the group is when they're in the water like this. And kind of like the first boss, he's going to actually roll around. You just jump on his head. And here comes the two of them. So you're just avoiding them as much as possible. They often like to travel in a pair, like in the same exact direction. And there is such a thing in this game as bad sea monkey RNG. The monkeys will actually try to swim all the way to one side and then decide they want to go in the other side hole. Usually happens during the third set. And here comes the 3. Like I said, they're going to travel in groups mainly. If you get damage, it's completely fine. These like plaques like falling down, they're just going to push you down. They're not going to really damage you. And that's a I died. It's fine. So you're just going to redo the boss fight. So basically, it's the same exact thing that's going to happen again.
And it seems like on this boss fight, sometimes the falling of the platforms and the movements of the monkeys are RNG. So sometimes you can just kind of get put in a bad spot,
Exactly.
which results in unnecessary damage just
Especially
because.
when there's like 3 on the screen. It
Right.
can be hard to dodge them all.
Feel free to read donations during this time.
We have $10 from James. Good luck, thenitnat, and to all the runners today. This goes to Gon Gon for Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. Let's keep it going. We have an anonymous $50 donation. Very entertaining run so far. Love all y'all do. Good luck, thenitnat. More Racefire community love. Table in room. We have a $50 donation from Tiki. This is the second time I can watch the event live. The first one was actually HDQ this year. You do a great job playing great games for a great cause. Thanks for the great entertainment and for the help you provide all around the world with what you do, and the best of luck to all the runners.
He just wanted to give me damage. So we're just going to jump over them again and jump on their heads. And there you go. That's how you actually beat the boss.
Nice.
Nice, good job.
So you can grab the gem. Then you're in the storm. So you're going to go up the stairs this time. And you're going to go to the next world. I'm just going to collect these gems right now, just in case. And we're going to go into library. Please note I said library. You'll see why I said that in a couple minutes. So it looks like a normal library. It's pretty chill. Just some random letters and bookworms floating around. Grabbing as many gems as possible. Avoiding the books because they do push you down. There's some parts of the run where they actually push you down so you lose damage and basically have to start from the beginning.
And the books are on a cycle, I believe, so it's the same cycle every time.
Yes. I'm gonna grab this. And oh my goodness, it's Shadow Mickey. Wait, what? We're somehow in Candyland. You actually fall through a cookbook. You'll see that later in the run. They don't really explain why you're in Candyland right now. But you're going to grab as many gems as possible still. These macaroons look honestly delicious. They always make me hungry during this run. The green jello that helps you jump. The red ones make you sink and fall. So avoid going the red ones unless you really have to like swim up. That macaroon like circle is pretty simple. You can either just float all the way around it or just do what I did. Gonna grab as many gems as possible. Avoid macaroons as much as possible as well.
And these have a specific pattern as well,
yes, they do. Yeah. So I'm going to swim down, collect these gems. And you're going to actually see the top of that waterfall in a second. Grab the star. And this is the top of the waterfall where all the macaroons are coming from. You're going to jump all the way across and try, keyword is try, to grab that green gem.
And I believe these macaroons are RNG based, except for the ones that have gems on them, right?
They're basically really random.
Yeah.
Shadow Mickey, of course, grabs a gem because he doesn't want you to have it. You're going to jump into the cookbook again and go back into library. So Act 2 is basically all in the actual library. You're just chasing Shadow Mickey and trying to get that gem from him. This game honestly reminds me of Super Mario Sunshine with obviously the Shadow character. I'm just going to avoid going those 2 jumps because I don't really need them. Gonna jump up here, grab that health, and run. Avoid the books as much as possible because right here is actually where they can actually push you off. Turn off the light, grab the health, and keep on moving. If there's any donations, feel free to read them right here.
We have a $10 donation from Aloysius42. Good luck for new do it jump. Money towards runner's choice.
So right here, I'm just collecting a bit more gems. As you can see, I avoided that book, but I still didn't get it. The books are on a timer, so there's an exact time where they're actually going to come out. Avoid them as much as possible. Jump on the bookworm. I'm going to go up here. As soon as you see the book moving, that means it's about to jump out. And once again you see that giant apple, it's going to chase you again. You're going to fall into a teacup. The teacup's a bit where you don't actually have to play, so you're just going to swim right into that tornado and get out of it.
Right, it's another one of those voids you were talking about.
Yeah, you don't
got
have to
extras, but it's just kind of there if you want 100% the game.
Yeah, all those optional 100% voids.
Right.
They're going to jump into the jug and fight the next boss. The next boss is my personal favorite. You'll see why. We're back in Candyland. And this is the licorice dragon. He seems terrifying, but he's the sweetest thing ever, I swear. He has an exact pattern he actually follows with macaroons throwing. I honestly just like to follow them so I avoid getting damaged. He will actually come up and try to eat whatever macaron you're standing on. So once you see the bubbles, just move to a different macaron. You first throw it to the middle the first 2 times. Everything else will throw to the side first. You can bonk him on the head again. And keep on going. As I said, you're going to stand in the middle this time because you don't have to move. And then just go to the side. Wait here. Jump on his head. And then just collect the gem.
That was a super
Nice.
clean boss
That
fight.
was a
Super
really good
clean.
boss fight.
And then you're done with the library.
Good job.
So as you can see, I have more than 320 gems, which is amazing. I don't have to collect any of the extra gems hidden inside the castle. So I could just go into castle, which is the next world. And I don't need to collect any more gems after this. Castle is basically a world based around being in a castle. There's knights in shining armor. You're throwing candles this round. The bats do return, by the way. Since we don't really need to collect gems, I try to avoid them at all costs, especially the ones that are a bit out of the way. Right there, I'm just taking damage because it's actually faster. Skip down here. The knights just try to stab you down. It does give you damage, so you just try to avoid it at all costs. In this part, there's actually a skip. Not many people can get it every single time. It's really, really random. It's called Nuduya skip. You could do it right here, actually. And you're just skipping over this many platforms right here. It's about a 20-something second time save. So it's worth it if you can get it. It's not really that common every single run. Just gonna bump on his head. There's a wrecking ball. Just avoid it. Don't be Miley Cyrus. Throw a candle at the knight in shining armor and just gonna jump up here. This part I kind of do need to focus, so if you want to read donations, feel free to.
None at the moment, but I think a few more might be coming through here later. Ah, see, look at that. A $50 donation from Tom CQ. GDQ is such an awesome event. Keep going, guys. I love seeing all these speedruns. The struggle is trying to stay productive at work.
So right here is going to be more platforming, just like before. It's really simple, the same exact pattern every single run. Just going to the top. And you collect the gem at the top as well. Jump over all this. We'll avoid the knight in shining armor that's going to spawn and jump all the way over here. And grab the gem. Why he doesn't grab all this gold makes no sense. He'd be a billionaire. But he just wants the gem for Minnie.
Mickey isn't greedy.
So we're going to go on to the next part of Castle. We're going to do a little bit of swimming right here. Castle honestly reminds me of a little bit of all the worlds up to now. Like they have a bit of all the elements in there. The piranhas, you basically almost will always get injured by at least one every single run. So just avoid them as much as possible. Usually one right there.
Luckily, it doesn't waste too much time if you get hit by one.
Nope. Just swim right through it. It gives you a bit of invincibility, so it's actually probably saving a little bit of time. Going to swim up here. And this part of the run's kind of hard to see, but there's a bunch of the knights in shining armors. They're standing right next to each other. Avoid getting hit by them as much as possible. I'm doing a bad job at it, but it's fine. And you guys fall straight down. I'm low on health, but there's health right here, so I'm fine. Swing right through the bats.
Again, kind of going back to the level similarities, this is kind of like the Flood with the Indiana Jones-esque scene, you know, a lot of platforming on wooden platforms and jumping on, you know, ropes and the like.
So that guy in the background, he's going to be your new best friend. His name's Oaf. He's the next boss. This is his Clockwork Tower. And just grab that, avoid him as much as possible. There's a bunch of gears you can just jump on. Some of them are really pointless, leading nowhere just for more gems. Just gonna grab this health. Go up here, jump up here. There's 2 of these little gear things you're just gonna try to avoid as much as possible. You just have to jump on top of them and then go up there. Right here, I'm gonna do a little skip as well. Instead of going all the way right, I'm just gonna actually jump up. Saves a couple seconds. That's O Flash in the background, by the way. He's a Santa Claus wannabe. Gonna go up here, and we're gonna go meet Oaf officially. So as I said, this is Oaf. He is not the most attractive being in this game. But he means well. You just have to treat him really nicely and then give him concussion. He will be your friend for life. He's going to hit all the bells. Give himself basically concussion. You're just going to bounce on him. Make sure he's going to be awake for it. So you're going to try and get as close to the bell as possible to trigger him to hit the bell. It's basically the same exact attack every single time. There's not really a route. You can go whichever bell you want, any order.
Yeah, he always goes back to the middle, so there's not really one faster route.
Since this is a clock tower, I like to go counterclockwise. And then he just gave himself a concussion.
Nice.
And while he's trying to find the closest hospital, you're going to grab the gem.
Nice. That was a good fight.
So you're going to go up to tower. All those gems you're collecting, they're going to make a rainbow bridge for you. I'm not even joking, a rainbow bridge. This is how you're going to get over to the Tower of Miserables at. Gotta pause for this awesome music. And you're going to jump right over the rainbow bridge. Over to the tower. This is what I honestly think is the most difficult part of the run, because some parts you actually do have to go slow. I know, speedrun, slow, what? But sometimes the things actually don't trigger unless you're going slow enough, and they'll just sit there and you're losing life and damage.
Yep. So it's actually faster to go slow on this part.
Yeah. Go all the way over here. See, that spider won't trigger unless you're going slow enough. You see this bridge? Yeah, it's not there. JK.
Got him.
Straight up here. You actually don't have to go that way at all. And we're going to go straight into the tower. Easy peasy.
Nice. That was really good.
That was good.
That was super good.
So now we're going to fight the big boss, the big final boss, Miserable. As you can see, she has Minnie Mouse. Mickey doesn't seem so happy about that. So you jump on over, and it's going to trigger her transformation scene. She went from an ugly witch to an ugly younger lady. So she has 6 different attacks. They're all kind of similar in a way. The last one's basically a combination of them all. The first one, you're just jumping over all this. At the end of it, she's actually going to send out some electricity, and you just have to jump over it. Then you're just going to bonk her in the head just like the rest of the bosses. Now she's going to make a wall. Just going to walk. Casual walk. And she's going to send out the electricity one more time. The platforms do rotate from side to side as well. This honestly reminds me of a Skip It, if you ever had one of these as a kid. You just jump over it. Then one more time after this, she's going to send out electricity. We're about to do my favorite strat of the whole game. It's called running in a circle and hoping you don't die.
Yeah.
Just run in a circle.
This is a really hard strat right here.
This is
Very
the hardest
difficult.
strat of the whole game. Because if you do stop, you might get hit. And just going to jump over electricity again. Go over here, bonk her on the head. This one kind of reminds me like a hula hoop. Just going to jump over it. There's also like a narration going on if you click it. It's just really annoying to listen to during a run. So we all basically turn it off. The announcer's voice is really annoying. And her voice is really annoying. So, and this is her last attack. So you're going to do the wall thing again. And just going to chill over here for a little bit. And she's going to throw out that skip it-like thing at you again. But this time she's also going to try to dart things at you. Oops, that's fine.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
timer when I actually click this gem. Time.
Nice. Good run.
Nice. Really good fight.
So that's Castle of Illusion. My name's thenitnat. Hope you enjoyed it.
We have a $50 donation from Rad Newt. Shout out to Killer B and thenitnat. Thank you for repping the girl gamer community. Your run sucked my wife into watching SGDQ with me, as well as showed that our new daughter can be a proud gamer just like you when she grows up. We're sitting here enjoying this run as much as possible. P.S. Save the animals. We have a $20 donation from Gertrude Perkins. Shout out to GDQ Radness and to thenitnat's Pro Concussion Strats. And to Portax, glad you get to read out stuff that isn't harrowing for a change. Agreed. $100 donations from the Mog Miner. A lull in donations? We can't have that. Put this $100 to the player name of Iwata in Earthbound. Let's have a moment of silence for this brilliant man cut down in his prime. My last donation was read off as Mog Miner 172, but I assure you I don't have numbers after my nickname. Which is good because this last one was labeled Mog Miner 164. The Mog Miner Factory is putting out mini clones here. $10 from Metasponge. Go thenitnat. RT Community Hype. Put my donations towards saving those animals. $25 from Micah. Micah here, been watching GDQs for a while, first live, so here's a donation from a nurse and $25 to Runner's Choice. Thank you again for all your generous donations. We're going to be setting up the next game here. Might take a little bit, but we'll be ready here in a few moments.